Now till now we have stored very simple data to our database. Now it's time to add a little bit of complex data. Now what I exactly want to do is we should have two fields, one with name and another with another for email. So once I click on the button, it should create a new user and should store name and email inside that. And again, if I click again, it should create one more. Now this is not exactly how the sign up process works, but this is just a example to show you guys how you can store complex data or nested data to the database. All right, so I'm gonna move to my activity main and I'm gonna just keep it like this way. I'm gonna move the button down and add one more for email. All right, right below it, and I'm gonna give it ID of email field. All right, then I'm gonna change the hint to your email and no text for right now. And let's view all the properties and add in the margin. So I'm going to add margin from top of 20 dp, move it right over here. Do the same for this one as well. All right, so instead of click to change, I'm going to change it to click to store. Okay, so we have created two text fields. Now one is already right over here, another one we need to create the instance. So email field, all right, and right over here email field is going to be equal to edit text, and the edit text is .id.email field. All right, now what we want to do here, you can see that we are retrieving the data of name right over here, so we should do the same for the email. So email field dot get text dot to string and trim. All right, now we get both of these data, the string of the name and email as well. Now instead of storing just one, we want to store both in a single object. All right, and it should do that every time we click on the change button. So for that, we need to create a hash map to store object to our database. So let's just proceed with this. So I'm going to create a hash map, and with the type of string for the key and string for the value, and I'm going to call it data map. All right, so new hash map, there we go. Now we want to add in the values to this hash map, so I'm going to proceed with data map dot put, and the string is going to be name. Then the value is going to be the name variable that we are retrieving from over here. Then again, I'm going to do the same for the email dot put email and email. All right, so we have done it. Now what we want to do, every time the user clicks the button, we should move to the root. Then we create a new child with push, so we have a random value, and then we set the value of this to the data map that we have created right over here. Now I'm going to run the app and let's see what happens. So wait for it to run. All right, so the app is running. Enter your name, your email, and click to store. So I'm going to type it. Let me just close it. And email, and let's click this button, and bam, there you can see that it has created the random key with the push and then stored the hash map right inside it. So hash map, here you can see that we have the key as a name, which is right over here, and the value which we retrieved from the string. So hopefully you guys understand it. I'm gonna just add in one more user just to show you guys, and click the button, and there we go, we have stored one more user. Now there are many more things to proceed, still work with. This is just the basics of how you can store it, but there is one more thing that you should do to confirm that the data is stored and we are not getting any error. So to do that, after the set value, we should type in dot on add on complete listener. Now this will check if the task is completed or not, and then we type in new on complete listener. Now inside this, what we want to do is if, so it returns us the task right over here, and it's void. So I'm going to check task dot is successful. Now this means that data is successfully stored. So you can just type in any toast you want. Let's say main activity dot is stored, and toast dot length long dot show. All right, and if we get any error, it should just make a toast that we got some error. Now you can work with the Android basics. I'm just showing you guys how you can add in an on complete listener. Now, as I told you guys, this is just an addition to confirm that the values are currently being stored. So I'm going to run the app again, and this is not going to make any difference for the function that we are already doing it over here. This just, as I said, checks whether the task is completed, the Firebase task is completed or not. So that is it for this part, and we are going to move to retrieving the data from the next section or next lecture, you can call it. So see you.